Hi, I'm Mandeep Singh, CEO and founder of Mandeeps.com and Vanjaro. Thank you so much for joining me in this series of preview videos of Vanjaro. So let's get started.
When working with blocks and typography in general, we have several options for fonts, and we can see them in styling, typography, and font family right here. So where are these fonts coming from, and how can we add our own custom fonts? So let's go ahead and go back to Design, Themes, Customize, and in this past series of videos we've been looking at how we can use this theme builder or customizer to customize everything. So let's go back to Site, I'm going to go to Settings, and I'm going to go to the Fonts tab down here. So this is where I'm getting that fonts list from. All these fonts are pretty basic. For example, Arial Black, if I go to Settings, it's simply saying this is the name that we're displaying and this is the font family that we want to use. So pretty simple stuff. Now, what about a custom font? I see there's a pop-ins form right here, which is a custom font. So if I go down here, I can see that it has its own custom font family and it has a fallback. And it has its own CSS. And as you can see right here, we are actually loading the font locally. So there's a couple different formats there, but we're loading the font locally here. All the CSS is there to load the font. So that's all great. Now, how do we go about adding our own font? Of course, we can't make any changes to the site theme builder for obvious reasons, because any changes you make here would be overwritten next time you update Vanjaro. But we do have the option within the theme custom to create our own fonts. So just take a look at this really quick. If you were to go ahead and create your own custom font that you have on the server, then you can simply just paste in your CSS here, and that's all it really takes. So let's go ahead and see how we can do that. Let's go back in here. I'm going to go to Site, I'm going to go to Custom, I'm going to go to Settings, and I'm going to go to Fonts. And currently there's nothing here, so we can add one. It's asking us to add one in. So I'm going to go ahead and add something in. But instead of actually serving a font locally from a server, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go on to Google Fonts right here, and I can choose any font from Google Fonts. I'm just going to take this one right here, Dancing Script. It's a cursive, so it's going to be pretty easy for us to see how it reflects on our site. And we can choose any one. I'm just going to go ahead and take this style here, and I'm going to embed this as from Google Font rather than actually serving something locally. So I'm going to go make sure I'm at the Embed tab, and I'm going to make sure I'm at the Import here. And here's the font family, so I'm going to copy this exactly. I'm going to leave that semicolon at the end. And the name I want to give this called Dancing Script. So let's go ahead. Let's call this Dancing Script. I'm going to paste the font family for there. And here's an example how it needs to look like. Notice there's no semicolon at the end, so I'll skip that. So that's good. And then here, I'm going to skip the style tags, but I'm going to get everything in between here, copy that, and paste it here for our CSS. That's it. That's all it takes. Now, it's super important that these changes are not reflected until we save the theme. So I'm going to go ahead and close this and hit Save right here. And now that I've saved the theme, the changes should be reflected. So to make sure that is the case, I'm going to click on buttons right here, go back to Styling tab, go to Typography, and in my font family, I now have a new font that I just added called Dancing Script. So let's go ahead and click on that. And there we go. We got our new custom font that we pulled in from Google Fonts in less than 5 minutes without writing any coding or tweaking with anything manually. Similarly, you can go ahead and add your own custom fonts that are being served from your own server rather than being served by Google.
Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social networks. Head over to Vanjaro.com and join the conversation. Let us know what you think about Vanjaro.